I would be very surprised if you haven't played the game. I mean, the first 3D Mario game was ported to the Wii and the Wii U as a digital download. And now this, Super Mario 3D All-Star. But what if I told you I've never beaten the game? Don't get me wrong, I tried to LP it and record it and play it multiple times. But life happened and I just didn't want to do LPs anymore. Actually, the episodes are still in my channel, just unlisted. Link in the description for the playlist and all that. But yeah, I just didn't feel like doing LPs anymore. But I got very fond of doing Twitch streams, twitch.tv/criticalmaxim, and since this game came out, I thought it was a good opportunity to beat the game. And I did beat the game. But the moment I started to stop doing the LP and the moment I started playing this game, it has been a couple of years since it happened. So, is the game good? Is people blinded by nostalgia? And would I recommend this game? Well, there's only one way to find out. My name is the Weirdomaxim and welcome to Weirdo Review! Thank you so much for TXM for making this wonderful logo. Link in the description for his Twitter account. And I'm keeping this facey here mainly because Movember is a thing. Link in the description as well for the awareness. But yeah, Super Mario 3D All-Star. Specifically, we are looking for Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64. As I mentioned, I have never beaten the game. I tried to beat it multiple times. In the LPs, basically personal time, and try to play it in my friend's house once as well. But I never beaten this game because life or just fate told me not to. But now I have beaten the game and now I have an opinion about it. I mean, that's why you're watching this video, am I right? Right? But is it good? Is it bad? Let's find out. You play as Mario. Peach invites you to the castle for cake. Bowser kidnapped the princess and took over the castle. Fight Bowser to save the day. It's a Mario game. What do you expect? Okay. There is one thing that is unique back then that I actually like. In order to progress, you need to get a certain amount of stars. Stars in this case is not invincibility like in other games. In this case, it's like a task you completed. For example, if you wanted to go to another painting, you need to complete at least 3 tasks, aka 3 stars. I'll talk more about them in the section gameplays. For now, let's process with another unique concept, paintings. Actually, for that, let's just jump into the presentation section, savvy? So, the paintings. I actually do like that concept. See, each painting represents a world. Some are snow world, grass, sea, you get the idea. Now, somewhat are exceptions to these cause, for example, the haunted mansion, you need to dive into a cave. But I digress. I actually do like this world. They give a vibe of Mario World and it feels so fun and is challenging and again unique. Like for example, there's a world based on clockworks, and while it is pretty common to have that world nowadays, It feels so cool to find stars inside a clockwork back then. And then there are some that's just not great. I mean, they're not bad, but they're just plain and dull. Take it this way. In this game, the best painting would be around $500. Well, the average all around would be, say, $200. And the worst one, or the least liked, would be around $50. Now, $50 isn't bad. But when you have 500, 200 painting, you would rarely put it with it, now would you? With that said, the worst is $10 at best. Yeah, I do not like this world at all. I don't know how anyone does. It sucks because some world is so colorful and fun to jump into, and some is just there. It doesn't help that sometimes the camera doesn't work well either. The camera is pretty stiff to control and makes the game hard. We'll talk more about that later as well. And do I even need to talk about music? I mean, it's Mario. It's funny, it's scary, it's Mario. Though there are some music I'm not really fond of, like Dire Dire Dogs, but that might be also mainly because I'm not really fond of water levels in general. More about that later. But there is some music in Mario 64 that I kind of forget about it. But that isn't a bad thing. Just because the music is not catchy or cannot be remembered, doesn't mean it's bad. And vice versa. Overall, the music does support the game. But does the gameplay support the game as well? In order to get stars, you need to reach a certain condition or conditions for each stars. This is usually reaching the end, defeating the boss, collecting 8 coins, 100 gold coins, or solving puzzles of sort. And what's amazing about these is that you can do it in any order you want. So for example, the first star it says, oh, you have to beat the Bomb Bomb King. Well, you might be like, no, I want to do something else. I want to release the Chain Chomp first. You can do that. Or I want to collect the 8 red coins first. You can also do that. This gives us so much variety of gameplay in so many different ways and forms that I actually like that they do this. There's also some secret levels in the game where you can get extra stars or a switch that allows a special block to run around in new areas, like the red cap to fly. And it makes sense for some stars to get in the later times because of these abilities. So some levels will make sense later. And some doesn't even make sense at all. For example, there's a star you need to get that is not only up in the sky but also caged, and you only can get it via flying above it. So how do you fly? No, not with wing cap. Oh come on, that's way too obvious. Just climb that tree, an owl will appear and help you fly towards it. Simple, right? Oh, how about destroying this particular age to find the hidden star with a cannon? It's so obvious. I fail to understand the obvious part of these stars, but I do like a lot of levels in this game. Going inside the volcano, releasing the Chain Chomp, fighting the boss. Oh god, fighting the boss is so fun. With maybe an exception of Bowser, you have to throw him around and around towards the bomb. You take a lot of practice just to do that. It's not a frustrating fight, it's just harder than it should be. Speaking of that, let's talk about the worst part of a game. The controls. I absolutely hate the control in this game. I get that it was the first 3D Mario game, but the control feels loose. Like if you want to go straight, the control will go little to the left because you were 1 degree off of a perfect straight. And trust me, it's annoying when you need to platform a narrow bridge only to fall off because you weren't perfect with your movement. And make sure you are perfect with the controls. Otherwise, you will most likely need to restart the whole level again. Maybe not as bad as, say, losing your life, but restarting still sucks if you fail because of bad inputs. It doesn't help that the camera is so bad in this game as well. There were multiple times where I wanted the camera to show me the platforms or where I wanted to go, only for the camera to refuse to show me the way, or the camera goes too far to control in a straight line as originally planned. So, let me repeat. In this game, you are not only fighting with the controls, but also the cameras as well. And it's not fun when you get punished because of it. Oh, and it doesn't help that if you die, you are pushed back from the painting, making you to jump back in and then select a level to try again, making you waste so much time and can build frustration over time. And solely because of the controls, I cannot recommend Super Mario 64. I mean, there's so many fun levels, and the concept of jumping, hopping to paintings and paintings is so cool. But the control hasn't aged well, the camera is just bad, and the frustration can build up over time. And I like the game, but not enough. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64. The next one is actually a game I wanted to buy this whole cartridge and everything. And I heard both good and bad things. So next up, the most controversial 3D Mario game of all time, Super Mario Sunshine, ported from Nintendo GameCube. Will I like the game? God, I hope so. Hello connectors, this is the Weirdomaxim here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. That was Super Mario 64. And well, it did not pass the age of time. It did not pass the test of time. But next up is Super Mario Sunshine, which I already recorded that, and Super Mario Galaxy as well. But if you're still interested in watching my videos for future reviews or anything like that, please follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/criticalmaxim. Of course, follow me elsewhere, including here, subscribe to this channel, like it, whatever, you know, those typical people do. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.